car. Oh. Physics. Since the beginning of mankind, people have wondered, what is the world made of?
This became the search for the fundamental.
A fundamental object is an object that cannot be made any smaller and is not made by anything. Many people have thought that atoms are fundamental, that electrons are fundamental, but eventually you kept on finding new things. J.J. Thomson proposed that atoms are not fundamental, instead they were made by smaller particles. To visualize this, he made a positively charged bun and put negatively charged particles throughout the bun. To recreate this, we made a positively charged Play-Doh bun and negatively charged styrofoam particles. Ernest Rutherford experimented with charged particles. He saw that some particles would deflect in ways he had not predicted. The simplification of Ernest Rutherford's gold foil experiment. In the experiment, Ernest Rutherford used alpha particles and thin pieces of gold foil. To recreate it, we used a gun as a source of the alpha particles and Jobin as a thin gold foil. Also, our thin gold foil around Jobin was the fences. Why, hello there. John Dalton theorized that there's a new way of explaining matter. Based on his studies, he suggested that matter is made of small, hard spheres. Those spheres are atoms. The atom is made of electrons, protons, and neutrons.
The hunt for something smaller.
Well, hello, I didn't expect to see you there. For a long time, proton, neutron, and electrons were considered fundamental, but scientists were on the hunt for new particle interaction. By doing some fancy experiments, scientists figured out that protons and neutrons were made by smaller particles called quarks. Yeah. Physicists have discovered that there's something even smaller than protons. They're called quarks.
Quarks are sociable and only exist in composite particles with other quarks. An example of this is like green onion plants. One plant has more than one green onion.
Well, hello there. The strong forces that holds quarks together to form groups are called gluons. They're called gluons because they so tightly glue quarks together. The other type of matter particles are leptons. Electron is an example. 6 types of leptons, 3 have an electric charge, 3 do not. 3 electrically charged leptons are electrons, tau, and muon. Tau and muon are basically juiced up electrons. Muon and tau are not like ordinary matter. They decay very quickly, kind of like chicken on a very, very hot grill.
They're also very juicy.
It is possible that maybe electrons and quarks are not fundamental. There's a possibility that one day scientists will just... God, man, it's like gonna make smaller. Yeah, there you go. Watch, it'll never frickin' end.
Yo, man.
Many scientists believe electrons and quarks are the most fundamental objects in this universe, but knowing particles, they're most probably not. So maybe one day scientists will just, we'll find out that there's something smaller than quarks and electrons.
Now for some interesting facts.
All the atoms out of every single human in the whole world, we'd only be able to fit it in a small sugar cube. Another interesting fact is that one of the largest modern buildings in the world was made for a particle.
I believe you.
The name of this building is SLAC National Accelerator Building in France. The interesting fact is the highest man-made temperature ever made was made by a particle accelerator. At the Brookhaven National Laboratory, they were able to create a blazing 7.2 trillion degrees Fahrenheit temperature.